Hello everyone and welcome to another high-low game of Age of Empires. Today we find ourselves on opposite sides of a forest on a map called Hideout to witness the battle between Lord Envidiates as the purple Saracen and Survivalist as the blue Malian. Now while the players explore their behind the palisade bases, look to the wood lines, the herdables, and try to go up to feudal, let's take a look at their respective civs so we can get a sense of the kind of matchup that we're going to witness today. The Saracens are a civ that is not very well endowed for a 1v1 land-based random map. Now, I made a video recently where I opined, let's say, that the Slav civilization was very poorly endowed. When it comes to that, on that theme, we have the Saracens. Now, their camels are above average, their mangonels are above average, their foot archers do get a small bonus against buildings. Their markets are cheaper, but generally in a 1v1 you only build one market, and their unique unit, the Mameluke, is a cavalry killing machine. Now this may or may not come in handy. Oh, got a deer kill as the game progresses, because Lord Envidiates is playing against Survivalist as the Malians. Now the Malians are, in my opinion, quite a tough civilization to crack. Their gold mines last much longer, their buildings cost 15% less wood, and they have very cool castle tech. So the first one makes their town centers. These guys fire arrows at enemy units even when they're not garrisoned, and they can research in Imperial an upgrade that allows their cavalry to have a +5 attack. Now that sounds amazing until you realize that the Malians do not have hussars, do not have paladins, and do not have elephants. However, they do have access to heavy camels. Now, why is that relevant to our Saracen player? We'll see if Survivalist goes cavalry at any point in the game. If he does, our purple Saracen has to be careful, because if he switches to Mameluke, which is a cavalry killing machine, they do not get any bonuses against camel class units, which are the only end of the line cavalry that Survivalist has access to. Like I said, no hussars, no paladins, no elephants. Heavy camel is the only end of the line cavalry unit he has, and the Mameluke does not do damage against them. So overall, very interesting matchup. Will be very interesting to see which route both players go down. The Gbeto, which is the unique unit of the Malians, is one of my favorite unique units. Think of it like a faster, stronger throwing axeman with longer range, but a lot fewer hit points. So this is technically the Malians, a infantry civilizations. And because of that, an infantry civilization, sorry, not plural. And because of that, one of their bonuses is that as they go through the ages, feudal, castle, imperial, their barracks units get more pierce armor all the way up to +3 in imperial. Will that be relevant? Will our purple Mameluke player go archers? I have no idea. Let's watch and see where they're going. For now, both players happy to just keep collecting their woods. I should point out that I shouldn't be too negative about the Saracens. They have a decent archery and siege line. Their cavalry's okay, but one of the cool things about them is they get access to all 15 upgrades in the blacksmith, which is a huge benefit if we get to see this game go into the late stages and the players start massing armies to beat the shit out of each other. Upgrades become very important then. For now, let's zoom out onto the map and see where the players are situated. Hideout is a very fun map. You start with a walled off base. You can see to the left, to the right, and between you is a huge chunk of forest. Sometimes it's 10 deep, sometimes it's 20. I don't know what this is. This looks like about 20 to 25 trees deep, so I don't expect any player to cut through it very quickly. Our blue Malian is positioning himself towards purple. Purple is positioning himself away. And one of the cool features on Hideout, which anyone playing this map should know, there's usually a shorter rush distance portion, and then there's a longer rush distance portion. So if you've watched my videos, you know that I harp on endlessly. Oh, this is brilliant. I'm going to interrupt myself. The way Survivalist built this camp, he snuck 2 villagers into this little nook, and then put the lumber camp. What a way to efficiently get these guys to lumberjack 24/7, as opposed to building the lumber camp and then wasting even a microsecond for them to walk over to the trees. They're going to have immediate access. So anyway, as I was saying, if you've watched my videos, you know I harp on about scouting and map vision as much as I can. This map particularly very important. You want to know which is the shorter side and which is the longer side, just so you know where your opponent is planning on attacking from. Generally, it's the shorter side, and also which side to wall off, which is usually the longer side. Let's see what our blue Malian has seen. So he scouted the entirety, the perimeter of the forest in the center, so he knows the long route, the short route. What his Lord Envidiates scouted? Basically the same thing. I mean, it's funny that he hasn't actually seen any of Blue's base, but given the fact that he sees this giant wood line here, it obviously can't be here, so it's got to be exactly where it is. So a little bit less scouting. He's going to see the palisade wall hopefully in a second. Let's follow along on his scout. We'll call him Greg. Let's follow along on Greg's journey and see if Greg notices where Survivalist's base is. For now, he's just happy to tread on the same path that he did originally. Okay, so he completely went around Survivalist's base. Okay, not a problem. Both players, while I was yapping on, have now reached feudal. Let's take a look at their situation as they do. Both players sitting on 24 villagers, going to 25, 26. Neither player building army. What are they building? A blacksmith and a market for Survivalists. So we all know what that means. Fast castle incoming. Take a look at his resources. 800 food, 200 gold. The second these structures are done, I expect them to click immediately up to castle. Not to be outdone, our purple Saracen is already up to castle. So he's built his market. He went for a stable instead of a blacksmith. So he's going to be producing unupgraded units, while Survivalist is going to upgrade and then produce. That being said, both players are right now interested in economic upgrades, not military. Yeah, this is what this map does. Basically, similar to maps like Fortress or Arena, where players start walled off. I don't expect to see a big commitment into any kind of feudal aggression. In this game particularly, I mean, I say that knowing that they're both going up to castle. There's zero commitment to feudal aggression. Okay, let's see what our scout sees. Goes right by the wolf, so he knows it's there. He's not going to send any villagers to the north. He's probably going to, if he's the first one to move out, he'll go south. Both players will. I can't believe our purple Saracen still hasn't seen the exact location. I mean, like I said, he must know where it is, but the exact location, he has no clue. So now he's finally scouting along the wood line, because in this map, you know your opponent is going to be jammed right into there. And let's see, now we have our first castle age. A monastery going down. Okay, so our purple Saracen is going to look to collect relics. How many has he seen? He's seen 1, 2, 3. Okay, so ironically, the one right next to his base, oh my god, it's hidden right in this 1x1 tile, which he didn't explore. And then there's another one I don't think any of the players are going to see immediately, literally at the edge of the map. Protected by, what is this, a wolf, a dire wolf, whatever mythology you're into, whether it's Game of Thrones or real-life Norse mythology. This is Fenrir protecting this relic with his life. A second town center going down for a purple Saracen. A castle going down for a Survivalist. Interesting. So he's actually scouted where purple is located. I mean, he doesn't see this portion of the wall, but he sees enough to know that it's there. Is he expecting aggression? This is a very defensive posturing for our blue Malian, who is foregoing building a second town center so that he can build a castle. 5 villagers, so it's not going to go up super fast. As I say that, it, of course, finishes up. Oh, wow, immediately builds a Gbeto. Okay, I love seeing Gbetos. A 3rd town center going down for Envidiates. I'm going to have to find a way of saying his name without getting all tongue-tied. And I don't want to call him the Lord. Okay, Blue's seen the relic, so he's gonna leave a scout there. It's gonna either die to this scout, or he's gonna snipe himself a monk. Oh, a couple of scouts out on the map for purple. Yeah, let's see. This is gonna be a one and done. Yeah, one flick of the sword, and he finally sees the relic that's next to his base. Oh, and he actually did see the one at the edge of the map. So our purple Saracen now has seen all the relics. And let's see what he does. For now, more Gbetos coming out of blue. He has really stunted his economic growth at this stage of the game with one town center only. I mean, take a look at the civilians, the villager count. He's sitting at 33. His opponent is going up to 44. So that's a, what is that? My math is terrible. A 40% villager advantage for our Saracen player. That being said, if he amasses a big enough army and strikes, I mean, like I said, look at these guys. They're so fast. I shouldn't say these guys, these ladies. They're just so fast. One reason that I love them. So first of all, I grew up playing Age of Empires with one-on-one Frank War death matches. So throwing axemen were a staple of my high school life. I love anything that even resembles a throwing axeman. The second thing is I hope we get to see when these soldiers stop, they start juggling or throwing up whatever is the name of this this tool, this weapon of death that they're holding. So hopefully we'll get to see them stop in a second. Survival is being very active on the map with them, and then they'll start juggling or throwing them up and down. Okay, for now, he's attacking the gate. I'm not a big fan of that. Number one, that was pointless. It accomplished nothing. And number two, you've now revealed to your opponent that you've gone Gbeto. And let's see. We're gonna follow along. They're gonna have. Oh wow! Look at that monk snipe. Okay, but runs away from the other monk. Fantastic snipe there by Survivalist. Oh, here we go. Oh, we started. There you go. I mean, look how fun that looks. They're just having the time of their life. They on their downtime, they throw weapons up and down. When they're active, they get to kill things. What's not to love? Anyway, Survivalist finally going to start trying to catch up in eco. Look at that eco difference. 40 villagers to 62, going up to 68. Our Saracen player is taking a huge risk here. Oh, yes. Siege towers. Amazing. Survivalist says, you know what? I see your palisade. Oh, wow. Immediately guns down 2 monks and a villager. I see your palisade. I'm not even going to bother until I'm already inside the house. The call is coming from inside the house. Lord Envidiates. And where's he going to go with this? Let's follow along. Okay, 3 houses going down to kind of zone him out. Put him under fire from the town centers. Amazing scouting here by Survivalist. I mean, look at this. Look at this. He sees everything. And he sees it from behind a 100 pierce armor Trojan horse of a unit with these Gbetos. Wow, they just pop out, they kill, and then they pop right back in. I don't know why we don't see this more often. Look how beautiful this play is out of Survivalist. Once he gets out of the base with these, we're going to highlight them and we're going to check out how many kills they have. But, I mean, look at this. He's seen the entirety of Purple's base. What has Purple seen? Nothing except the castle and a town center here, which is... Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that horse. Okay, these Gbetos have to be careful, though. They are kind of flimsy. I mean, look at their HP. 35. And right now, no armor at all. 0-0. That being said, does it even matter? Is anything even firing on them? Look at this trail of bodies that they're leaving behind. Amazing here by Survivalist. Okay, this is going to be a good game. I have a sense. How many relics in here? 3 relics are now in trouble. What is our Saracen player doing? He's going crossbows. Okay. Crossbows will zone these out pretty well. I don't know if they'll kill them super quick, but they'll definitely cause them to retreat, especially once he gets up to 11 of them. I don't think the Gbetos are going to give a shit about 4 crossbows, but here we go. Oh my god, he teefed a relic. You love to see it. In the middle of this battle, in the middle of the crossbow reveal, getting fired on, he manages to sneak in a monk and steal the relic from underneath Lord Envidiates' nose. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to highlight them. 35 kills. Take a look at the bottom of your screen. 35 kills, 24 of which are villagers. For this one small battalion, I mean, this is 17 of them, but there were only 10 inside that siege tower. Fantastic start here for Survivalist. So, as I said, he was behind on economy, but my god, did he even things up. Look at the villager count. He's at 62 going to 65. His opponent just reached 60 again. So he says, you know what, I see that you're going heavy eco. Let me sneak into here and pray that you don't have any melee units that can destroy these siege towers super quick, which purple did not have. And it worked out really well for Survivalist. So fantastic move here. Behind this, what does he have economically? He's sitting on 3 town centers. A big old castle to defend here. He's repairing the siege tower. He wants to get as much use out of that as possible. And now he's got 2 relics of his own. I mean, maybe build a monastery a bit closer to here, just so your monk doesn't have to schlep so far. And here we go. Look at it. Look how fun it is to just watch these animations. Kudos to the developers of this game. They just made it so much fun. They're so fast. Attacking on an 11. I don't think they have any attack bonuses except the usual one that almost all infantry have against eagles, which we're not going to see in this game because Saracens don't have eagle warriors. I mean, he should collect these relics back up. Does he have a monk he's building? He's got his first monk out now. There's 3 relics just lying around. Okay, go put them back. Shift key the other 2 and focus. Okay. Both players now evened out in terms of economy, both sitting at going up to around 80, low 80s. So no big advantage for either player. Let's look at the allocations. Our Malian has 13 on stone, 850 stone. And here comes a big old train of villagers. I wonder what this is for with 850 stone. The question is not whether he's going to build a castle, but where is he going to build the castle? These crossbows are going to do bupkis against this siege tower. And these Gbetos will just pop out of here. Oh, 1 pays the price. Does go down. Survivalist has to be careful, though. I mean, the siege tower is tanky, especially against archer units, but it's not invincible. And these Gbetos, like I said, they're paper mache, 35 hit points. Both players still firmly ensconced in Castle Age. Survivalist completely out of resources, what you love to see. Look at this castle positioning. Is this going to be GG? I hope not. I really hope not. Many a player would GG with this kind of castle drop right into the in the guts of your base. It's not even on the outskirts of the base. This is literally an insult castle going down right here saying, yeah, try to dislodge me. Siege workshop going down. Are we going to see multiple siege towers? Is this for battering rams, catapults? He has gone, our purple player has gone ranged units, so it could be 1,000,001 different things. For now, the Gbetos just working their way across the base, demolishing structures in their path, or maybe not, stopping, taking a little break, attacking a house, getting healed. And what's our purple player going to do behind this? Archery range going down. He's expanding to the north, so smart. So as I said, the longer portion of the map is generally walled by the players, as Survivalist is going to discover. I don't know, this villager is holding a hammer, which suggests that he's about to build something, but I think Survivalist, if I had to guess, was going to build something on this side of the wall, but now realizes that it's walled and goes back. So fantastic wall here by our purple player, who is going up to Imperial, by the way. And he's now saying, okay, you know what? You're attacking the southern portion of my base with siege towers, siege rams, Gbetos. I'm just going to expand to the north. And I'm going to build all the infrastructure that I lost. I'm going to build there and more. His own castle now. He's got to come up with an answer to this siege barrage that he's coming under, though, because we're almost at a point where Survivalist is going to have 4 rams. Apologies for that. I don't know why when I click the ram icon on the top right here, it took me to the forest. Maybe it's maybe it takes you to the pre-rams. Like this is these wood lines are what become the rams once they're chopped down and processed by survivalists. Okay. Where are you going? Are you just exploring? Are you distracting? What's the point of just leaving him here? Wow. We're 34 minutes into the game. If you had told me today I would be waking up to watch Malian siege towers attacking Saracen crossbows, I would have probably said, I don't think that's going to happen. But fantastic game so far. I mean, aggression from Survivalist from minute 1. The second he plopped down that castle, I thought he was expecting an attack. I thought he saw something, or that he saw purple posturing in a certain way and expected an attack, but no, was I wrong. That was very much an offensive castle. As always, the first player to Imperial loads up as much as possible on trebs, although our purple Saracen is out of gold completely. He's got enough wood, though, he can sell. Where are his gold patches? Oh, his gold mines. Oh, what an unfortunate placement for the gold right here. I mean, he can mine them, but not without risk. And that, are those the only gold piles that he has? Wow, that is unfortunate for him. This castle will likely go down. I don't see any villagers here. They're busy building mining camps to get more stone for, I'm assuming, more castle, although he's sitting on 1,000 stone. Where are these guys going? Oh no, mistake here by our purple Saracen. Why did he enter? I mean, this is a kill zone. Not only do you have the castle, you've got a ram here that can very much make his way. Now he's sacrificing villagers. Smart move, the only move he has to get rid of this, or at least soften up this battering ram. Oh lord. Oh lord. Gets the castle, but immediately is going to lose the 2 trebs. So 800 resources in exchange for 650 resources. But here we go, arbalests. And like I said, the Saracens avail themselves of all 15 upgrades. So these are going to be very powerful arbalests once he starts researching defensive upgrades. For now, he's focusing only on offense. They're sitting at a 6+3. He's coming forward with a bunch of villagers. He's building a castle to the right. Survivalist building a castle to the left. I see a stream of blue on the mini-map. I thought it was villagers. It's a mix of villagers and Gbetos. Yeah, this castle is not going up. This is unfortunate for purple. Or maybe it is. Maybe a few surviving villagers will get the job done, despite the fact that there is a ram full of Gbetos and more Gbetos. But like I said, these Gbetos are not going to engage. First of all, with crossbows, but now with the crossbows have been upgraded to arbalests. He's being so annoying with these siege rams, these Trojan horses. They just run into the base and then immediately unload 10 Gbetos that just, you know, cause a shit ton of havoc and damage. I wonder what this villager is going to do. Is this a little sneaky attack? Okay, so Survivalist is setting up. He canceled his castle here smartly the second our Saracen player completed this castle. Now our Saracen player is free to mine the gold. So this is 5,500 gold that he did not have access to a minute ago. Good for him for being able to secure that. I was hoping this game would last longer. More siege towers coming. It's just so fun and chaotic. I love it. But yeah, these arbalests zoned out the Gbetos. This villager, I don't know what the hell he thinks he's doing. He's got a hammer in his hand. What is he building? But take a look at the mini-map. Survivalist, I don't know if he's anticipating being pushed back, but he's putting down, I would say, the Age of Empire equivalent of the Maginot Line here. Let's hope it fares better than the actual Maginot Line of castles. Expanding to the south. I mean, he's got plenty of space to the north. It's a bit hilly, but he's got this entire area. I mean, he could wall this and make sure purple doesn't demolish it and try to enter his base. But for now, both players, as I'm yammering on about side expansions and bases and universities going down, they are just full frontal attacking each other. He took my advice to build a monastery right up front, but unfortunately did not have time to collect any relics. I think it should still be 3. No, 2. Did he thief the last relic? Oh my god, I didn't even notice. He got the last relic. So relic advantage goes to Malians. And here we go. Let's see what he can get done here with these 2. Oh, that's unfortunate. Not enough Gbetos. Very ballsy to bring in 2 villagers to repair. I mean, these villagers must know it's a one-way trip, right? Ooh, okay, 1 collapses. 1 is at about half HP. They're tough, but, I mean, do something, move. Oh, and now they unloads the Gbetos. 3, 4 immediately go down. So a huge loss here for our blue Malian player who retreats the safe DMZ between his own castles. Now his monastery coming under attack. But does he care? I mean, this is crazy. Look at this. This is 13 villagers stealing Lord Envidiates' stone. That being said, does our purple Saracen even care? He's got 2 trebs here. But Survivalist has enough stone to repair for days. Plus, he's got his backup castles ready. This will eventually become a mill. Here we go. The villagers coming. Look at Survivalist villager allocation. 70 on food. Getting all the economic upgrades. Building structure upgrades. So he's going to have very tanky structures. Is he just planning on winning this game with Gbetos? Oh, look at that. One-shotting. But he's got to get out of here. Out of there. I don't see Survivalist building his own trebs. Okay, I wonder if he's trying out a new strategy of siege towers because he's going up to 5 of them. Let's see what happens here. This one's full. This one's full. Let's see a big old Trojan horse attack. Where are the other... Oh my god, he's going up to 7 of them. And finally getting trebs of his own. Not here. Not here. Not here. Where the hell are you producing trebs? Yeah, this castle to the back. Interesting choice of where to produce the treb. Okay, and now our Saracen player has his Hussars out. This is not enough for Survivalist. I mean, these are... Now that he sees the Hussars, he should have retreated immediately. 30 Gbetos inside these towers are not going to be enough to take down, because they're going to get distracted attacking these Hussars. All the while, these Arbalests are going to be sniping them. And a castle. So, yeah, he has to retreat. This castle is going to fall. What is it? 6 villagers repairing is not going to be enough. Or maybe it will be. Here we go. That was wave number 1. Wave number 2 about to start, but he needs more Gbetos. He's only got 35. He's going up to 52. The problem is he's almost supply blocked. Both players at max supply. 48 minutes into the game. You love to see it. Let's see some big old battles. Let's see some exciting action. These are fantastic players. Their Elos are great. And we're seeing an entire rush of siege towers. When's the last time you saw that? When's the last time you saw 7 siege towers? But three are empty. I mean, I put 1 at least in them so that the flag is raised, so that your enemy thinks that there's 10 in there. At least then you can kind of, you know, mind trick them. No, but another wave of Gbetos and siege towers gets repelled. But here comes Survivalist with his own trebs. Wow, these Gbetos are very unruly. They seem to like charging. They are always charging right into battle. I love it. I don't think he's going to get a treb, will he? No. And here we go. We have fully upgraded Arbalests, at least fully attack upgraded Arbalests, against Gbetos that are not fully upgraded because Malians do not get the last infantry attack upgrade, but they have full defense. I mean, 64 on food. The Gbetos do cost food. Oh, we have a little defensive. Another change to the meta that I've seen recently is walling off your trebs. Yeah, but you got to wall them off. You can't leave. Oh wow, this is a slaughter here by Lord Envidiates. Yeah, he's got 59 on wood. Look at the mini map. Look at this spread of farms along the left side of the mini map. I'm just gonna zoom out real quick. Houses going down in case he loses a castle, which he does right now. Yeah, he's gonna go into Hussars for sure. 58 on food. I mean, where are these villagers going? How are we on the wood line? Okay, purple built built an annoying tower. Okay. You know my theories about this map, about hideout. The first player to break into the other player's base in the center generally has a huge advantage and generally takes the game, gets the GG, gets the W. But for now, we have the siege tower finally went down. These Gbetos being annoying, but not really doing the same damage they did in the beginning of the game. Our purple Saracen has adapted quite well to this strategy that Survivalist has doubled down on. I mean, he could build a million things here. He could go into camels. He can go into cavalry, which right as I start talking, he does go into light cav. As I said, the Malians get that +5 attack, but they don't have Hussars. I mean, maybe go into camels? If your opponent has mass Hussars, he's going up to 30 Hussars is our purple Saracen. Finally completing the upgrades for his archers. But what is he sitting on? He's sitting at 47 arbalests, 25 Hussars. Not exactly game-ending damage, especially when facing off against this many Gbetos, but enough to dislodge Survivalist from this center position. What is he building? Okay, he's building stables, so he's going to go full cavalry. We're going to see, I'm hoping camels. I expect light cav. Just again, by virtue of that +5 attack, they can deal a serious amount of damage. Okay, purple clearing him out here. I'm going to keep coming back to the center of the map, even though there's still 4 woodline tiles. I mean, at this point, he's just throwing away villagers. He doesn't need them. They're just a micro headache. He wants to max out on army. Okay, so Survivalist managed to expropriate as many resources from the Saracens as possible. Has knocked this down to 770 stone, so he thiefed a few hundred here. Cleaned out the entire stone pile that was up here. So he is in a very good position. 130 villagers to Lord Envidiates' 115. But villager count doesn't really matter at this point. Now let's take a look at armies. 47 to 83. So massive advantage here for our Saracen. Death and destruction and mayhem going everywhere. Let's just watch the craziness of this game. Amazing. So I was going to say I suspect. I don't know for sure. I wonder if there's a T90 or a Spirit of the Law video. Does the fully upgraded Malian light cav beat a Saracen Hussar? So let's take a look at one that's not about to die. Take a look at the bottom left of your screen. They attack on a 14 and defend on a 3. A 14 on a 3 and a 3. These Hussars attack on an 11 and defend on a 3. So they attack 3 weaker, but they have 15 HP more. So I'm literally doing the shrug emoji right now. I don't know who wins this battle. Does the higher attack offset the lower HP? I have no clue. Another fun question for someone with more technical knowledge. Oh, look at that. He's using traps to attack arbalests. But here we go. The Hussars go to the north. Yeah, he's going to get these trebs. At least one. This one might be a bit trickier with the Gbetos firing from behind. Let's see. Oh my god, he saves the trebs with 10 hit points. Amazing play here by Survivalist, who is now swarming the field with his own light cav, his own Gbetos. I don't know whose army is superior here. Okay, stop firing on your own troops, silly treb. Look at this. What did that tree stump ever do to you? Anyway. I mean, my question is kind of answered right now. Look at these Malian light cav. They are ripping through these Hussars with that +3 attack, but numbers-wise, with the Arbalists to back them up, those light cav are all dead. Yeah, we're still 4 wood tiles, so no one's rushing to expand into the center of the map just yet. Okay, more barracks. The stable's going down. But he's been knocked down to 16 Gbetos. Yeah, he's running low on gold. The relics are not going to sustain a long Gbeto production, so he's going to have to swamp with trash, quote-unquote trash units. I mean, for God's sakes, this Treb is still attacking that tree stump. Make yourself useful. Okay, Survivalist has to be careful here. His army count is at 2/3 of our purple players. So even with the stronger units... I mean, how is Survivalist planning on handling these 45 Arbalists? This is going to be the bane of his existence for the next little while until he can get rid of them. His answer? Cavaliers. I mean, look at their attack. They attack on a 19. My lord. Okay, so Purple Saracen pushing out, has not seen the Cavaliers. Let's look at his vision and see when exactly he notices. There, so he sees the first one. And then immediately after they die, shrouded in darkness is Blue's base. Okay, so Blue... excuse me. Blue is smartly massing up his army, but we have a bunch of light Hussars here trying to knock down and distract him. So this is not going to accomplish anything. The point of this is to distract. So Blue now has to look away from the battlefield for just a brief second. I expect Purple to launch another wave, another attack any second now. But no, what a great game sense here by Survivalist. He says, you know what? I know that's a distraction. I'm going to deal with it, but at the same time, I'm going to distract you with a massive cavalry force. How beautiful is this? And Survivalist just completely tramples the Purple Lord's cavalry. He is down to 6, 5, 4, 2 Arbalests, which are now 0. Brilliant move here by Survivalist to go into Cavaliers. I mean, how can you go wrong with a +19 attack and +6 pierce armor against these Arbalests? Basically means they do nothing. But he's got to be careful. He's going up to 60 light cav, and of his initial Cavalier army, 11 are left. Now he's going to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, so he sends... Yeah, he's going to wall this off with military structures in case these guys do break through. He can respond much quicker because he has got no military infrastructure to the north of the map. That being said, he's got to be careful. There's a castle here on the high ground. It's going to destroy these light cav. We got more Hussars streaming in, going up to 47 Hussars. But he's here with 43 already. And the Trebs are coming. Where are they? I have no clue. This guy needs to run the hell away from here now. He cannot be here in the open. Our Saracen doubling down on Arbalests. Okay, so Survivalist retreats, knows he's going to get a couple of kills with these Gbetos as Purple chases, as the game automatically paths his Purple's units towards the retreating units. Okay, now they're attacking a different section of the wall, even though they know it's going to be walled off completely by stables at the end. I don't think Survivalist cares. He's pushing in. He's got almost twice the army of the Saracen player. And let's see what our Saracen player does. Look at his resources at the top left screen, top left of the screen. He is baroque as a joke. Survivalist sitting on 2,000 wood, not not exactly the resource he needs. I bet he wishes he had 2,000 food so he could spam these light calves for days. But yeah, they're going to catch out these Arbalests. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see a GG in the next 5 minutes or so. He is out of stone. He is out of gold. He is out of food as our Purple Saracen. What the hell is he going to do? How is he going to respond to these two Trebs? to 11 Cavaliers and 55 Light Cav. He responds by GGing. 346 Hussars, 265 Light Cav. Good APM from both of them, peaking at 153, 168. Oh, wow. Look at the bottom of your screen. Look at the kill count. Villager kill count, almost identical. Our purple Saracen killed 87. Our blue Malian killed 86. But look at the other KD, the kill dead, however you want to call it. 500 total kills for both players. 50 more for Survivalist. Yeah, I don't think this castle was really necessary, but I think he kind of knew he had it in the game. Purple was cutting the path into blue's base, but decided to stop and put a tower here instead. I think that's a mistake. Had he burst into here and opened up a second front, I think he could have at least prolonged the game a bit more. But let's take a look at what they're sitting at. Almost identical villager count. Purple is down to 36 Hussars. Finally has 1,100 food, but that's going to get him, what, 15 Hussars? So not much extra. And look at Survivalist, 85 villagers on food. Went a bit ham on wood. I would have had, recommend maybe fewer on wood. But wow. Look at our purple Saracen. Beautiful expansion. Built a gate here so that he could run out and harass. But then he ran into a stone wall with Hussars, and that's not what you want to attack into. I mean, get a ram, get something to at least a stronger melee unit, but it did not matter. Our Survivalist Malian blue player put the foot down on the gas, said, you know what? You're going spam. You're spamming Hussars. I'm going to spam my 14 attack Light Cav. And then when you least expect it, I'm going to bring out the chunky boys, the Cavaliers, attacking on a 19. 5 melee armor, not great. 6 pierce armor, decent against the Arbalists, which I believe attack on not much more than that. And overall, I think Purple saw the writing on the wall. He saw that there was a raid to the west, that there was a raid coming into his base. And although he's got a decent amount of static defense here with his castle, and he's got a bunch of Hussars, which way are they facing? Yeah, so they're running towards the battle, not away from it. I think he knew that now that he's given up this portion of the map, it was only a matter of time until the rest of it fell, especially now that this side distraction didn't work. I mean, Survivalist, very nice, responds by building stables. I always love when you wall with military production buildings, because then if the opponent breaches you, you have an immediate location. Look, where's the next nearest military structure? It's a barracks. And I don't think he even touched it the whole game. It's a barracks here, and that's basically it. So brilliant move here by Survivalist to wall off with military structures. I think the castle may have been a bit overkill, probably would have been better served building it here at the front. Not that he really needed it, but overall, what a great game by both players. I mistook Survivalist castle in the beginning for defensive posturing, as I said, but boy, did he prove me wrong, and boy, did he put the pedal to his foot on the gas pedal. The move to switch into Cavaliers and surprise Lord Envidiates was brilliant. I don't think he was expecting that. I think he thought his 45 Arbalists were enough to at least keep this game stalled out long enough for him to attack either in the center or do more damage in the north. Little did he know that Survivalist was cooking up a good old-fashioned ass whooping with these guys who just tore through those Arbalists. I mean, again, attacking on a 19. On a 19. Wow. Fantastic game here by both players. I almost forgot for a second that we saw 7 siege towers at some point in the game. Boy, do I have my screenshot for the thumbnail of this video. What an exciting action-packed game. I hope everyone enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.